Dieting isn't about taste, it's about the results. When you look at Kai Greene, you see a man who isn't focused on what he's eating, but rather why he's eating it. Every bite, every meal is a step closer to becoming the best version of himself.
Kai Greene is a monster. He's in the kitchen cooking his food, wearing a hoodie that covers him from head to toe, sweat pouring down his face, dripping all the way to his legs, like he's in a sauna. And then he eats every 2.5 hours, 6 to 8 hours a day. I can't even imagine how someone can put themselves through that kind of torture.
It's not about satisfaction in the moment. It's about what that discipline will give you in the long run.
Shit, Kai? Yeah, man, I seen that joker eat. Nobody can I eat Kai Greene. I mean, he's big and got an incredible physique, but boy, he got to feed that body to keep that. I think he went to like IHOP and ate about $150 worth of food by himself.
Is a monster. Took him to CPAC with me. Aaron and I and Aaron's wife and Kai, we go to CPAC. And we sit down to have lunch. And Kai, he says, okay, I'll take a cheeseburger, those red fries, and a chicken sandwich too, and a big salad, and in another sandwich. And the lady's looking at him, and she goes, "Oh, do we need another seat? Is somebody else coming?" And he goes, "No, it's for me."
It's not just Kai. These guys in the off-season, they're eating like crazy.
First thing that I would do for years would be get up in the morning and follow some basic disciplines that just end up becoming habit. And as a result of becoming a habit, you end up feeling like your day isn't complete without doing these things.
This is how Kai prepares his food. In the morning, he heads to the supermarket to grab everything he needs for his food prep.
It is critical to get up in the morning early or go to bed a little bit later at night. Cook your food and pack it.
First, he starts with cooking his fish. He heats up the pan, sprays a little oil, and throws the fish fillets in, adding some spices to bring out the flavor. Then, he moves on to the chicken breasts. He washes them first. He used those thin layers of chicken breasts so they cook quicker. Then sprays some oil in the same pan he used for the fish and adds the chicken breasts. So, his main protein sources are fish and chicken breasts. After that, he takes his frozen veggies, string beans, broccoli, asparagus and sweet potatoes, and pops them in the oven. Finally, he cooks up some white basmati rice to finish it off. After that, Kai packs the food into measured portions and puts them into plastic containers.
Broccoli here, 3 ounces there. They can be string beans, they can be asparagus, broccoli. I can put another 4 ounces of chicken breast in here. With this, I can add a half a sweet potato. Sweet potato I can have either in the oven now, baking, or I can have it in my microwave for 9 minutes. I can put 4 sweet potatoes in the microwave.
Once everything's packed, he throws it all into a garbage bag and takes it with him to the gym.
I put my stuff in garbage bags. Tie my food up in the garbage bag before putting it in my bag. So it's your responsibility to come up with ways to find out how you can eat every 2.5 hours without incident. Get up, cook your meals, pack them, have them with you, and follow through with eating them every 2.5 to 3 hours.
Kai Greene is one of the most disciplined bodybuilders the sport has ever seen. You put him up against anyone in the IFBB, and you'll see a man who is unmatched in work ethic, commitment, and devotion. The man will do whatever it takes to succeed. If he had to eat sand to get better, he'd do it. No questions asked. It's that drive, that unshakable mindset that's made him the champion he is today. Think about it. No air conditioning in your apartment. See, I told you before. Look at him sweating in that kitchen. He's got all the cookers on, plus the oven, and the room's boiling hot, all just to push himself.
Sweat just pouring. I used to be in here doing cardio with the oven on, my sweet potatoes cooking, all the burners on the stove on, place so hot. I think the devil was sitting over there talking to you. Like, do you really want to do this cardio? Sweat just pouring. The audience would never see that. They'll see you on stage the day of the competition, though, and see you, receiving top honors, and then say, I want to do that.
Yeah, we know back then he was struggling financially, but it's his mindset that made the difference. That's what really matters. No car to get around, and having to rely on public transport just to get to the gym every single day. That's not just a hassle, it's a grind. Imagine adding 2 to 3 extra hours to your day just to make it to your training. But for Kai Greene, that's the reality. Every single day. And despite these tough conditions, he pushes through. Not only does he manage to overcome these challenges, but he's also crafted his best physique to date. That's the power of his unbreakable will. The man's got a mentality that doesn't know defeat. He's the Rocky Balboa of bodybuilding, relentless and tough, facing every obstacle head on and always coming out on top.
It's not very interesting when you consider he's on a piece of cardio equipment for 2 hours a day. He spends another hour or two cooking, packs his food, another 2 hours in commute. Think about being strong. Think about dominating. Think about overcoming. And as you're thinking that, you want to act it out.
The hardest part isn't just lifting heavy weights or doing hours of cardio. The hardest part is consistency. Anybody can show up for a day or two. Anybody can diet for a week. But it's those 20 weeks, that long stretch, that really starts to test you. That's when the grind gets real. That's when the body starts to push back. But it's also when the true champions separate themselves from the rest.
If you work hard and your work is recognized, the sky's the limit.
So we get done with that lunch, and we go on to the VIP room in the CPAC Center, and about an hour later, we're in that room, and he's like tooling around the room, and he's looking in the little, they have the hors d'oeuvre things, and I said to Aaron, what's he looking for? He said he's hungry. I said he's hungry.
Yeah.
He just ate enough food for about 30 people.
Yeah,
he's hungry. This guy's eating, think about it, he's eating 4,000 calories per meal.
Per meal?
Yeah.
Times 6 meals a day.
But he spends 8 hours a day in the gym.
I remember just you're talking about being laser sharp, focused on what you were doing. I remember I always tell this story to people. It's funny. I remember one of your last Arnold Classics. It was 2016 or something like that. We were filming somewhere with you in New York, and you had your Tupperware with food, tilapia and rice, and you were focused on preparation, and you needed to eat right at a certain time. You had to eat, and you had your food, but you didn't have any forks or spoons. But you had to eat, like we were in the middle of somewhere, and you took out a credit card from your wallet, and you used that as a spoon because you couldn't miss a meal. I almost remember that story, man.
Yeah.
No matter what,
And
you had to get it done.
that sounds extreme to someone else. Someone else that's probably not, that would sound extreme. However,
sometimes the comfort zone has to be developed in the willingness to do the work. Like, I'm comfortable doing that work. I'm comfortable staying on my diet. I'm comfortable,
You're comfortable being uncomfortable.